So you say you're ready to go on this creative journey with me, right? Actually manifesting long held dreams, artistic aspirations for yourself. I know I am. I'm in transition. I'm going from one career to the next. And there's a couple of things that I want to do. And one of them that is so very, very important to me is my music, my singing and my songwriting. My songwriting more so than my singing. And we'll get to that. But you say you want the same thing. You want to travel along this journey with me. You want to have your creative lifestyle, your creative pursuits be front and center in your life too. So I have three questions I want to ask you. The first is, are you ready? Are you truly ready? Like, let's be real. Are you ready to do what it will take, what will be required of you to step on this path every single day? In order to figure out if you're ready, I want you to think about one small goal, one small but meaningful goal that you'd like to accomplish in this next week, next 7 days, to test and verify that you're truly, truly ready. So I want you to identify what that goal is for you for this week to really prove to yourself that you're ready to get on this path. That's number one. Number two, do you truly believe in yourself? Do you believe that this is possible, that this is absolutely and unequivocally for you? Do you really believe that in your heart of hearts? Because having that belief is key to everything. Belief is going to guide you when there is no clear path. So you have to have a belief. You have to believe in yourself. Now, associated with having a belief, I also think it's important to have a spiritual practice. So whether or not you believe in God, I do, or whether or not you meditate, or whatever you do to center yourself, what that will do is help you quiet the things outside of yourself so that you can focus and do the thing that you actually truly want to do. For me, that is prayer and that is meditation. Those two are not the same thing for me, and we can talk about that on another day, but they're not the same thing for me. But there are things that I do outside of my praying and my gratitude and my meditation. And I like sound bath healing. I might actually do one as a part of one of my episodes. We'll do a sound bath healing. But having a spiritual practice will help you believe in yourself and help you to create that path and be committed to the path even when the way is not very clear. And then the third thing I want to add is this. Can you get out of your own way? You know what I mean? Can you not block yourself? Because we are really super smart and super agile in blocking ourselves and therefore blocking our blessings and then not getting to the creative aspects and the creative essence of who we are. I know I am. I block myself in so many different ways. I block myself by putting other people in front of me. I block myself by coaching other people and not myself, right? I block myself by, again, not prioritizing the things I want to do or saying, I need to do this I need to do this one thing, or I need to buy this one whatever. I need to sign up for this particular lesson, or I need to do whatever besides just actually doing it. That is getting in your own way. I promise you that there is nothing that you need that you don't already have with you in order to walk on and in purpose for this particular creative journey. I guarantee you, you don't need to sign up for a class. You don't need to pay a coach. Well, maybe you need to pay me. You don't need to do anything different first in order to kind of get at where it is you're trying to go. Too often, we believe that if we have, X amount of money saved or this thing done that will then give us all that we need to start to work on the path of our creativity. And I'm here to tell you that that's not true. And I'm an example. So for example, I was on the phone talking to a good girlfriend of mine, and I was saying how I wanted to extend and expand my Airbnb endeavors. I've been doing Airbnb I'm a super host for about 15 years. It started when my son was 6 years old. So I said, hey, this is something I want to do. I want to expand my Airbnb endeavors. And I have two. So, I think by the end of the year, maybe if I can get a third, I might actually be on the path to where I really want to go. So I'm thinking, okay, how am I going to get money to do the work that I need to do to then also kind of get this third, unit up and going? My friend says to me, she's so smart. Julie is her name. She's so smart. She says, Kimmy, you actually have 4. You don't just have 2, and you don't need a third. You already have it. I was like, what do you mean? She says, you have an upstairs and a downstairs in both your properties. So you already have what you need. Aha. And sometimes we need people like our friends, our close friends, and I'm going to talk about friends too, like our friends who can help point things out to us that are not always obvious to us because we're kind of in the thick of it. But back to my point about getting out of our own way, right? I was in my own way thinking that I needed something that I already had in my pocket. I didn't need to do anything extra except acknowledge that I have all I needed to do, and maybe I needed to make some tweaks and changes to what I already have to then find more success or more, fulfillment in whatever it is I was trying to do. In that case, it was around Airbnbs. I believe that as creative people and as busy people, sometimes we get in our own ways about what it is we're trying to do. So that third item is, I want you to get out of your own way and actually move on what it is you're trying to do. So again, the first thing is, make sure that you're ready. Create a small goal for yourself this next week, a small, meaningful goal around pursuing or taking one step in the direction of pursuing something creative that is important for you. The second thing is to believe in yourself. And having a belief in yourself is going to be centered around a spiritual practice for yourself. So whether that is prayer, whether that is meditation, whether it's yoga, whether it's a gratitude practice, but something that you do that helps you believe in yourself that this path is actually for you and that you are uniquely qualified and uniquely ready to actually take on this particular pursuit, your creative pursuit. And then the third thing, again, is get out of your own way. Acknowledge what you have. Everything that you need, you already have. And if you believe that, if you know that you're ready, then you will get out of your way and finally start to walk purposefully on this creative journey. So that's my lesson for you this week. What do you think? Do you have any questions for me? Is there anything that I can elaborate on? Make sure you comment below. Ask me your questions. I'll be more than happy to answer them. And again, make sure you like and subscribe and stay tuned for the next episode because it's going to be critical as we move along this path of having our creative pursuits actually come to life. So thanks again for logging in. And again, make sure you comment and subscribe and like and tell all your friends about it and let me know your thoughts. How else can I help? Thanks again. Take care.